Right, folks, how you doing? Welcome to episode 8 or 9, is it now, of the Inquisition. Hopefully we'll be getting Boltstorm Wargaming on. Maybe Penge will turn up on time for a change. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Hope you're all doing well this week. As you can see, I need a wee shave here and a wee haircut over the weekend once the old wife gets paid. Oi, ADHD minis, hope you're well, mate. Thanks for joining us. You're the first one in today. Followed closely by Simon. Hope you're well, Simon. Send me the invite, so send me a request and I'll add you in, mate. And I hope you're all doing well this Wednesday. Set. Right, Delta Rax. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for joining again today. Without you folks, we don't have a podcast really. Without the right.
Oh, you're on.
We're on. Yeah, who doesn't like you?
Oh, you're on.
We're on. Yeah, who doesn't like you? Remember delay. This is going to be.
There's a massive delay.
He knows what's going to happen in the future.
Sweet Jesus, man. There's so much feedback coming back already.
He knows what's going to happen in the future.
Sweet Jesus, man. There's so much feedback coming back already.
You can go sit over there.
Mark, shall I go to some other side of the room? Guys. I haven't told you anyway. I arranged that already and it looks great. Now you're ready for this. That's all right.
How are you, lads?
How are you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, I'm not bad, man. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Tell you what, customers come in, Dunk. Try and talk to us while we're live streaming here. It's shocking, mate. Hi, Simon.
Hey, where's your t-shirt?
I just realised I haven't got it on, but I could say the same for you because I see that's a great t-shirt.
Yeah, but I don't have mine yet.
Right, I'll go get it. Hang on, I've been rushed off my feet.
Oh, fuck, man, I'll have to go get mine now. Right, give me a sec.
Yeah, there's a weird delay, isn't there? Yeah. No. No, I can't see you, mate.
You can't talk, mate. You're okay.
Now we're looking at Casey's kitchen window. I'm so glad Dunn got changed off camera.
Yeah, I also forgot to put mine on as well. I was actually too busy watching fucking stupid reels on fucking...
That's it.
So no one wanted to see my tits, that's what it was.
I feel all the chances. So,
I'm on a go stream when I'm not even on.
can you see Bolt game and what? Can you see Bolt game, Casey? Can you just see me?
I've got them both.
Oh, that's all right then. So, lads, thanks for joining us this stream. Really appreciate having you on. I think it's probably the first stream that we've done with inside an actual shop as well, which is amazing.
And also, while we got you, thank you very much for the sponsorship. Thank you for throwing us the goodies. We appreciate that. It's very kind of you. And here's your shout out. We are sponsored by Boltstorm Wargaming, who are in the live with us tonight. So, yes, there we go.
And I'm going to go straight away because the customer's just walked in. I'm back in a minute.
The difficulty of actually having an open shop.
Yeah, we've got a few in tonight. Unfortunately, we had a couple of cancellations, but
Intimidated by Casey's beard.
Nothing wrong with my beard.
I never said about anything wrong with it, mate. It's intimidating. I wish I had a beard like yours.
I'm just lazy. It's just pure laziness. It just grows this way.
Yeah, I need trimmed.
Can't be bothered.
Hi, now. How are you? Thanks for joining. So many people have already joined us. Thanks for joining, folks.
Look at this guy. Oh, I do my own streams in the week now.
You know. So, I think we should have a race to 500 followers, and I think there should be a punishment for one of us who doesn't get to it first. What do you think?
I heard a race, but that was it. I didn't hear anything else.
So I think we should have a follower race to see if you get to 500 quicker. Me or you?
All right, yeah, I'm on for that. Winner,
And we have to go up.
loser has to buy the winner something,
I could just see
or
that.
loser does a forfeit. We'll do some madness.
Yeah, we can watch something tonight.
Yeah.
Like,
Why is he doing in the background? Why is he just a floating head now?
I can only see you, mate. I can't see anybody else. I can only see you up like Morgan.
Simon's being a burp.
Because I might get a cancellation, so I'm not sure yet.
Simon, has the lift arrived? Just press. Yeah, DJ Leak. Right,
He's probably doing his own live. He's probably doing his own live stream just now.
it probably is.
The fun of live streaming when you're running a shop. Key customers come in.
How dare they? How dare they come in when you've got better things to do and spend their money?
I know. Take your money away. We don't want to. All I see is a floating head behind me.
Yeah, I've got him. I think the question tonight shouldn't be as. Yeah, I'm not going to say that out loud. That's a bit rude. I won't say it. So, right, I'll start off. I've been to your store once.
Yep.
Last maybe 2 years ago. I can't remember. But went in with my little boy because I went to Alton Towers with him, and I have to say, you've got a cracking little store there. I think it's really lovely. I came in on like a Friday in the daytime, so there was hardly anyone, nothing going on or anything. But how long have you guys been set up in Leek? How have you found it? What's been your challenges? What's been your successes?
We started off, the shop is actually, we're actually coming up for the 2-year anniversary, which is on the 26th of November.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, it's been, you know what, I wouldn't even say it's been rough, because we've been really lucky. We built up, Ant and I built up a bit of a community. We used to run sessions fortnightly in a community centre in Leek. But we sort of got too big for that.
Mm-hmm.
We were having to turn people away, and then so we were doing that for 3 years, and then we sort of, through lockdown, obviously everything went wrong for everybody, but a lot of people got back into the hobby. A lot of people got back into the hobby during lockdown. We all know that. And the opportunity came up with both Ant and me that we could put enough money aside to get a deposit on the shop. The shop we're in now has been empty for 3 years. So we got a fair deal on the rent, especially for the location, because we are, as you know, Casey, we're in the middle of town. We're in the same sort of little shopping centre that, former Wilco's was in. But we got, there's Home Bargains down there, Iceland and that. So the footfall for the shop is fantastic. Parking directly outside and everything. We both still work pretty much full time, so we only really run the shop part time. I've still got that floating head above me. I'm going to throw something at him in a minute.
Ask him to delete me with the host so he can re-invite me if I can't get on.
Does he hear that, don't?
No.
No, he says delete you as the host.
Delete me as a host?
No, delete him as the host, yeah.
Well, he's not even on it. He's not on it.
He says I'm on it on mine.
No, you're not on mine, mate.
Oh, let's see. The joys of Instagram.
You carry on, mate. Just being at the back.
Turn your phone on and off again. That might help.
I've done that.
We both sort of work. I'm a caretaker in a school.
Mhm.
I used to be a builder before. Ant's a full-time builder, so we sort of run this part-time. We do game nights in the week. We do Mondays and Wednesdays. We're kicking off with Fridays as well very soon.
I'm gonna be the new better looking ant.
Yeah, this you may see a head popping in a minute, which is James, which is one of our customers long term. Every now and then. No, he's gone. He's walking off again. Then we're open all day Friday. Was when Casey came in. All day Saturday, all day Sunday. So at the minute we're sort of just ticking along nicely. To be honest, the shop pays for itself. We don't actually make any wages from the shop or anything, but we just want to.
Stupid.
Yeah, that'd be stupid. Why would you? It's more about for us two. It's more about the community.
Yeah,
it's definitely more about the community. We built up such a great community of guys when we were at the community centre, and as long as the shop sort of looks after itself. We're both happy for the minute just to carry on working, paying the bills, and providing space for folk if we can.
Delarax is asking, do you have any Chaos Black spray in?
Not the many. We've got Matt Black.
Tell him no.
Yeah, we've got Colour Forge, which is better.
Colour Forge is better.
And
yes,
bigger cans.
If you've got the matte black in that, someone go buy it because it's the best paint I've ever used.
Yeah, I'll be honest. We've recently been having Colour Forge stuff, and it flies out. Absolutely flies out. One, because it's a load cheaper. Two, it's bigger cans, and it's perfectly colour matched to GW stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. So tell me this: how many people in the shop are actually wearing shorts right now?
I think we're actually on a short free night. Even I've got tracksuit bottoms on because it's a bit chilly, and I'm normally in shorts. It is a short free night, which is very rare.
Deepest, darkest October is here.
I know winter is definitely coming. So tell me this. Tell me this. When did you start? When did you start hobbying yourself? What age were you when you started collecting plastic track?
When you go first, mate.
Well, my old man got me into it, so I was about 6 when I was playing with all these nicely painted Space Wolf figures and bashing them about like action figures. And then slowly but surely, when I got a bit older, I wanted to do Tyranids originally. But then I went to the Games Workshop store and saw Chaos Space Marines, and I just fell in love with them. We played a few games. As you are as a kid, you don't really pay attention to the rules and stuff. And then, I dropped it for, I don't know how many years now. Did we drop it, both? 10?
Yeah.
10 years. So we picked it back up again in about 2016, 2017, just when it was transitioning to 8. And we basically never looked back, really.
No. And I was the same. It was actually his old man that got me into the game because I was working with him at the time.
You were playing Deathwing and everything.
Yeah. We started off in 3rd edition, but we played a lot of Space Hulk as well. And I went through many armies, like I still do now, actually. Don't I? I'm very fickle. I started off with Chaos Space Marines, with a bit of Dark Angels, Dark Elves,
and then you turned to the dark side, didn't you?
Yeah, and then I went BA. Yeah, and then like I say, we sort of fell out of it for a bit, didn't we? And it was a weird how we got back into the hobby. We were on a building site.
Yeah,
it was me, you, and the plumber at the time, and his dad was there as well. And it was like we just started talking about 40k over lunch. It was like, oh, right. So we're not the only weirdos who play with toy soldiers. The plumber plays with toy soldiers as well. So shall we get all our old toy soldiers out and play some games? And it sort of went from there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Really.
Started at each other's houses on every 2 weeks, was it?
Yeah. And then went up to community centre, and then we ended up here.
Cool.
That's brilliant, man. That's absolutely brilliant. What you currently painting and playing this now?
So I'm playing. Well, I'm a word bearer main mostly, so everybody hates me. But I've recently gone to World Eaters.
Oh, cool.
And I just love playing them. They're so much fun. They're just easy going. Just get into combat and smash some faces.
For me, Goon doesn't like me for this, but I'm not a big GW fan. Yeah, see. But I essentially in the shop, Goon looks after the GW side of things, especially 40k and that. Because let's be honest, it's the biggest tabletop game in the world, and we've got to be on it all the time. Once we sort of got the shop, I found the joys of other game systems. So my main game system I play is Bolt Action, which I absolutely adore. I'm a huge fan of history anyway. So I do love Bolt Action. I've recently got into Saga as well, which is another great little skirmish game.
Big campaign in Necromunda at many times.
Yeah, we're doing some Necromunda as well. I do like my skirmish games, very much so, because I'm old now and my brain can't retain that much information. I'm trying to play like a 2.5 hour game of 40k. I'm just a melted wreck after it. I can't cope. I can't take in that much information anymore. And then sort of modelling wise, I'm doing bits for all of them game systems, really. I just sort of flip between everything.
Would you just on that? I think this is something that's always interested me when we talk about like local game stores and everything. Discounting like your Warhammer, your Games Workshop products, what would be the next sort of highest ranked product that you guys sort of get in and sell? You got requests for, you get people coming in and playing. Would you say it's probably like Bolt Action or something like that, or a different system?
It is now. We are lucky that we have a really, really big Bolt Action community. We got probably 14 guys who play on a regular basis. Our tournaments are always filled out. We hold tournaments, Bolt Action, like we do with most things, every 3 months, and they always get really well supported as well. So we do have a really nice mix of people playing different game systems, like slightly Bolt Action. Lord of the Rings as well is really quite good. Yeah. Locally, Lord of the Rings. We just had a tournament last weekend for Lord of the Rings, and that was full. So yeah, we although 40k, like I say, is the big boy. A lot of people who, like us, started with 40k. A lot of people have come in, had a game of 40k or something on a night time, seen someone playing something different, and then I thought, ooh, that looks a bit cool. Oh, tanks. I like tanks. Oh, I'll play Germans. Don't go there.
It does seem that, like, Warhammer, being Age of Sigmar or 40k, does seem to be a jumping in point for a lot of people. And then they look to branch off. Like, I've got a friend who lives up in Bangor, and he plays a lot of Star Wars Armada, and he plays a few Lord of the Rings as well. But I'm just going to quickly jump to the chat here. We've got a couple of questions already. So the first question is from Delarax. Where did your nicknames come from? The Painting Dude 3 asks, do you want to play any orcs? And Lightning Zine 64 says, when did Coop discover he couldn't roll dice well?
Somebody knows me really well, don't they? Our names came from when we used to play on Xbox Live. Yeah. I think a lot of people's names come from that. I think there's a certain sort of era from sort of, I don't know, when 2006 to for about 10 years when everyone was on COD. Everyone played COD. Yeah. So mine is the mix of my surname and my partner's surname, because it was short and memorable, and everyone just thinks my surname's Cooper, but it's not. And it confuses people. Why does everyone call you Coop? And then I just go through the story like I am now.
Yeah. Well, mine actually comes from my old man calling me. Because I'm epileptic, I have these little zone outs, and he just come up with he just used to say, "Stop gooning." So it's stuck.
Oh my God.
And that became your
That
Xbox
became my
Live.
Xbox name.
Yeah. So Goon's nickname is his actual medical condition.
Yeah.
He's Goon.
Brilliant.
So, go on then. When the dice question, I think I've got to know about that.
Right. In our shop, I'm notoriously bad for rolling ones. Now, people say, oh, no, he's not. No, statistically, he's not. But I think my longest record, I didn't win a single game of any game system for 2 years. And I play a lot of games.
Yeah, so don't go to the
Bloody
casino.
hell.
Coop.
No, I would never, ever set foot in a casino.
Don't play craps.
No. I recently, which is my longest ever winning streak, won 2 games of bolt action. But the last 2 I played I've lost, so I'm probably back on the 2-year cycle now.
Yeah.
I've had my 2 wins. My dice are just... In fact, both of us are quite bad, aren't we?
Although you do have good dice against me.
Yeah, in fact, he's the only person I ever have good dice rolls against.
You just start playing
But,
each other eternally, then, aren't you? That's the problem.
Yeah. But you wouldn't believe how many... It's statistically impossible that I should roll that many ones.
Well, see,
Somehow-
can you see
somehow
what
you
he's
do it.
waving in the background?
Oh, acknowledge him.
Acknowledge me, he
Oh,
says.
go away.
Put me out the stream.
He's such an attention seeker. He's terrible.
I'm the
Aye.
star.
He's
He's
that
the worst one.
much of an attention seeker. He's now doing streams midweek just to get to that magic 8,000 number now,
Yeah.
or whatever he's trying to chase.
I'm a big influencer.
You'd be nothing without me.
Oh, I've worked
Probably a fair
80
point.
hours this week. I'm really going to do a live stream.
I like you on my live stream. You got about 3 followers, not bad, are you?
I think I lost followers actually. No. So, how do your partners feel about you working all day, every day, and then going, right, see you later, hen, I'm away to the shop to go and roll some dice? How do your partners feel about that? How does it impact? Do they play much?
Receptions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of heat under the table, to say the least.
You go in there and you get no money from it.
Yeah.
No. They absolutely love it and support us 100%. is the official line.
Yeah.
It's
We get, in fairness to them, we do get support from them and everything. I've got a young family myself, so it's sort of it's a lot of strain on my other half.
Yeah,
I acknowledge, but
yeah.
she's just like, you go ahead and do it because it's a passion project you want to do, and I've never really done anything on my own other than I got straight into building from my dad. He just goes, you go into college, go in bricklaying, that's what you do. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So it's nice to do something on my own.
And we are, and we don't get anything from it at the minute, but this is us trying to build a future business, essentially. We knew, we didn't go into it blind. We knew that it's going to take a few years, especially in the present climate as well. People are pinching every penny, really, to pay the bills. So we're always appreciative when people want to come in here and pay to play a game. And the other halves, I know deep down, both of them know that this is what we're trying to do. This is, I'm 51 now. I don't want to be sweeping up dead leaves and that, in 10 years' time on a school playground. That's not my dream. I'd rather be sat in here full time and rolling dice. And
Toss-off.
yeah, having a good toss off with my mates. And that's and they do appreciate that. But yeah, on the odd occasion, it does get heated conversationally wise.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Even us setting this up, my wife sometimes doesn't
too happy that's taking precedence, and like you're emailing people and you're texting people back and and you're always on your phone, and you know, what are you on your phone for? I'm just trying to get responding to somebody to see if they'll come on. But we had another question on the chat here, and I might as well ask because this guy is just bombarding the chat, which is always good to see. Painting Dude 3 is asking, what is the best orc model? Because he needs to paint a new model. Does anybody have any suggestions out there for him?
Mozrag. Mozrag's the best on the Squig Assault.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's the
Jack says Bayard's Revenge. That's just not right.
So I've got a question just sort of feeding on from your tournaments, because that's like, obviously I see your posts on it. Like you say, you're always full when you're doing it. How does that sort of come about? How much planning have you got to put into that, like organising it, getting people in for it, doing the tables for it? Because that I imagine is a bit of a hefty job.
Initially, it was a lot of work, but once you've got sort of your framework of your tournament packs and once you get all your terrain and everything, you can just basically just set it up within a day.
Yeah, and that's something that we're at the point now after 2 years. We're sort of in a routine with them now. That we've built up enough terrain. Like I say, we're very, very lucky that all the members of the community are very generous. That if they've had terrain sat in their garage for years, they just give it to the shop because they know that people will use it. We are predominantly here as a gaming centre, as opposed to being a shop. We did think about doing online and all of that stuff, but there's no way we can compete with the big boys like Element Games and all and Whaling Games and all of that.
It takes to post everything off and organise everything.
So we have really gone down. It's a similar sort of business model to Bad Moon Cafe in London.
Yeah.
We had conversations with the guys down there before we set up with one of the friends of ours, and they run a similar sort of thing that they charge people
for the tables
to come and play for 4 hours. We charge £8 for a 6x4 table per person for 4 hours play, and £5 for a 4x3 table for 4 hours play. Which you're thinking, what can I get for £5 now?
Coffee.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big super duper coffee and Costa or something in it, or you can just come in and spend 4 hours with your mates just having a laugh and a giggle.
You not only get access to the table, you get access to all our terrain, any models that you need to borrow, any rules, books or anything we've got.
Yeah, that's something else we've done, isn't it? Over the past 2 years, we've built up like shop armies as well.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to come and say, "Oh, I'd love to play Space Marines, but I haven't got any Space Marines," we're not then onto them with the big sell. Oh, you have to spend this, you have to spend that. Say, look, we've got a 2,000 point Space Marine army. Borrow ours.
Bait out first. That's what we do.
Yeah. Give them a taste first.
Yeah.
We're like the plastic crack addicts outside the school gate. We are. Just give them a taste and then a hook for life.
Yes, be man. And especially when you've been a caretaker, you'll be able to entice them that wee bit more as well. Grooming the children into the Warhammer.
Let's not talk about enticing children, Don. Let's not go there.
Yeah. Alarms going off, safeguarding coming in, police at the door.
No, honestly, it's a Space Marine. It's a Space Marine, I'm telling you. Right, so we're doing this podcast to show a wide variety of people, having yourselves on, which is a shop, and we've had 2 girls on. Do you get many girls coming through the door looking to play any tabletop games, or is it mostly young, spotty teenage boys and middle-aged men?
We have a couple, to be fair.
Yeah. D&D and the more tabletop RPG games, we get more women in playing. I don't think we've had any sort of tabletop.
Yeah, because Beck plays AOS.
Oh yeah. We've got a couple, but it is predominantly middle-aged men.
Yeah.
we have an under 16s D&D group who come in. There's 7 of them every couple of weeks. Because we don't charge under 16s for play. We don't charge them to play either, so they can just come in and just boot one of the tables and just play what they want. Stay as long as they want. Doesn't really matter. So we've got one girl who comes in. She's one of the DMs as well for us. But we get loads of girls in. It's just
they're normally with the partners.
Yeah, normally with the partners.
Rolling their eyes.
Yeah, that Luke. You two know what the Luke is. Everyone watching the stream knows what the Luke is. When you're with your partner, you walk into a nerd shop. It's like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that I came in there that day with both my lad and my missus, because then it was like, you distract her, I'll go spend some money. So,
well, to be honest, we've decorated quite a bit since you came in, Casey. We've got like paint on the walls, and I'll tell you, look, moving the camera. So you've got flags and stuff. Flags and stuff on the walls. No, get him out of the way. Yeah. So
skin him and put him on the wall.
There's some punters in, look. So we've sort of tried to theme it a little bit. But it's just like I say, we both work, so it's little steps. Yeah.
And how's everything with, like, I'd say, like the local league community thing? Because obviously you've got the main high street that everyone goes up and down. Yeah. You guys are just off it, aren't you? So it's a case of, if you want to find your people who've got a proper look for you. But have you sort of found that within like the local businesses, you've all sort of merged all right, and no one's really got?
Yeah, we've got. We're on the Totally Locally page for league, so that they support us quite a lot, and luckily the next door neighbour shops are very supportive of us. They'll take parcels without any grumbling or anything. And
we've got a diner next door to it, which fortunately is owned by his sister.
I get 3 cans when I order a sandwich from the diner next door.
But that works in really well, because when we have tournament days, essentially we go around, take an order for everybody. For lunch, and then we just take that round to the diner. Then they just bring it round, and everyone sits down normally in here, and we all have lunch together. And it's really cool, actually.
Sounds pretty good. So, like, what would be your future? Like, how soon would you like to be full time, or is that an option? Like, when ideally would you love to be full time if you could do it generically? What's the long term goal?
I mean, I don't know if we could ever be full time where we are, because most people at work who are playing. I mean, we could open every night, every evening, if we could get to that point. It's going to be.
Yeah, but that would probably be. Time. Yeah, we could open every evening, but we'd probably at that point be living in here, because we'd be kicked out.
Yeah.
There is a big loft, isn't there, that we could put some bunk beds up. We could put some bunk beds up, or like, we could put a double bed up there. Be like Ernie and Morecambe and Wise.
Yeah.
Going to bed with the cocoa at night.
And sure, now that Simon's doing 1 week on, 1 week off, which he's always telling us he's doing, because he's working like 300-hour weeks now because of this new job that he's doing. Surely you could just get him to come in for the week that he's not doing 300 hours, and then there you go, free labour. Just throw him a couple of cans of Red Bull or whatever he was drinking yesterday on that stream, and he was talking 1,000 words a second, and you're sorted then. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, he'd scare off your customers, but
he's giving you the 1,000-yard stare there, mate.
That's him just coming down after the speed and the Red Bull he was taking yesterday. Other drugs and energy drinks are available.
But I'll be totally honest with you. This is the thing for both of us. The one thing that's stopping us, we're in a catch-22 situation. That we are the shop. The shop basically pays for itself. What we earn from table sales, the odd model sales we do, drinks and snacks that we sell pays for the shop. It pays the rent, pays the water, the electric, and everything. To earn a wage, we would have to open full time every night of the week. Probably we'd open at that point sort of 12 in the afternoon till 10 at night every day. But neither of us can give up work to do that. And we don't want to go down the road of having a massive bank loan to pay his wages for 6 months to do that. Because if it doesn't work, we're knackered really.
Yeah, exactly.
So at the minute, probably for at least the next 12 months or so, we'll just tootle along as we are and just slowly build, as we have been over the past 2 years. We've got loads busier, haven't we?
Oh yeah, well we have more walk-ins all the time.
Yeah,
like it's hard to find. People come in and go, "Oh, never realised you were here."
That's people who live in Leek, and we've been open for 2 years, and it's still. So we are looking more into. Excuse me. We are looking more into advertising over the next few months, which again, unfortunately, costs money if you want to do it on Facebook and everything. But that's what everyone sees. We're looking to getting more learn to play events. So essentially, you mentioned earlier about Star Wars Armada. We've got, again, one of our customers donated it to the shop. The full Star Wars Armada set, loads of extra ships and everything. An X-Wing as well. Simon and Mark, one of the other guys who comes in regular, put together some sort of shop fleets for us that we use to teach people, and we've got, I don't know, 4 or 5.
Me.
So far, who we taught to play? Me.
I'm sure we can lure us.
So just these smaller game systems like that, like Armada, try and get more people into Saga and stuff like that.
We've got trading cards as well.
Yeah, and we've got Yu-Gi-Oh on the go. Got quite a good Yu-Gi-Oh scene. Some other card games, Flesh and Blood.
Yeah.
That's played into it, and the Final Fantasy, Pokemon. So it's just trying to get as many game systems out there as you can, because not everybody wants to play with Space Marines.
Yeah,
I can read that.
Yeah.
I can read that comment from here.
Oh my God, Simon can read. He's done like 300 hours this week and he can still read. Oh my God, Simon, you are just a legend, mate.
That's why I don't let you on
Yeah.
chat, aren't we?
Simon the Influencer must help out.
So we'll have you going, mate.
Check my stories now.
If I can't check your story.
Simon, the influencer strikes again.
Influencer ego, that's what it is. Listen to him.
It is the ego, yes, I have got the ego.
I tell you what, he walks in here and he'll stop at the door until we roll out the red carpet now.
Yeah.
And when he comes into the shop, does he tell you how many hours he's worked that week as well?
All the time, mate. Yeah. All the time, yeah.
Just because you work from home every day. Are you in a disco dunk, by the way?
I was thinking that. You got to have a disco going on.
It's my fish tank and also my fire. And my fire.
The shittest disco I've ever seen.
No, the fish like it. My fish like it. So, my fish like it. So fuck you guys.
That's what the man said, isn't it?
It's all about the fish. Don't you start fucking throwing shade out there, ADHD man, he's disco dunk. I had enough bad fucking karma yesterday telling me how I got my nickname for school. No, don't you start chapping in.
Funky Donkey's disco.
Don't start with the funky donkey shit. I was told in confidence yesterday. So, like, I was actually going to ask you that as well. Like, do you do many card games? Because I know, like, Yu-Gi or whatever you fucking call it, and Pokemon and all these other stupid card games are really quite popular just now. So, do you have like set tables? Do you have set tables?
We don't. It's not a massive scene, unfortunately. I'd like it to be bigger, but not far away, we've got a place called Manaflux, which is a massive card game place. I think most people tend to go there because it's a bit more sweaty, but we've got as regular customers that come in and play in like the Yu-Gi-Oh, Flesh and Blood. They always buy offers, which is great as well. So you can't thank them enough for. But we have tournaments for that. So we've currently got a little slow grow of old Yu-Gi-Oh on at the minute, which is pretty cool. Where we just get some old reprinted sets, and then we just get 4 of us around a table, have 6 packs each, and just play with them cards. And it's just great.
Old school Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yeah, proper like old school, and just chilled out. None of this sweaty metagaming.
Do you ever get anyone turn up with like the huge thing that they have on their arm and shit, where it's like whatever I've seen online?
We've had one.
We all want to do that,
yes,
don't we? Honestly, we've thought because Blood Bowl's huge in our shop as well, and we've got like a square tiled floor, and we've thought about putting all the tables to one side and playing full-size human Blood Bowl at one point. That'd be really great fun. Yeah, on a Friday night with beer.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'd come up for that.
Oh, there'd have to be alcohol involved. You'd have to get alcohol involved.
We also do retro game nights as well, don't we?
Yeah, something else we started doing on Friday. We've got, because both of us are big retro video game fans as well. So once a month on a Friday, we get all the old consoles out. So we'll get, we've got a Nintendo Wii that's been modified.
I hope Nintendo isn't watching.
Yeah, Nintendo Wii watching.
They ain't watching this, don't worry.
Yeah. So that's just got a load of GameCube games on it and that. So we have Mario Kart and everything on there.
Nice.
We get the Mega Drive out, which again has been not modified. It doesn't matter, it's out of production.
Yeah.
So we've got the Mega Drive, the SNES, got the PS2 out last week, and we're playing Outrun 2. So that's getting well received as well with the retro video game night. Bring a few beers and bring a bottle of wine and just play some old video games with your mates. It's good fun.
It sounds like all you really need now is a pinball machine, and that's just sorted, really.
Fruit machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a fruit machine.
Yeah. We'll make money on that.
Yeah, we'll make money on that. I would, if we had the room. Years ago, I built my own arcade machine, but I had to dismantle it because of moving out. And if we had the room, I'd love to build another arcade machine, but we're a bit tight on tables, so I'm waiting a minute. Obviously, the gaming tables are a more important thing, but the retro gaming has really taken off quite well, definitely.
It definitely sounds like a great wee shop. I've only seen one shop in Ireland that's kind of similar. That was up in Banyan, and they had like big comfy couches where they had like a SNES, a NES, a GameCube, a Mega Drive, a Wii, an Xbox, a PlayStation 1 and 2. So it sounds absolutely savage over there. Like, next time I'm over in England, I'd need to try and find my way to Leap and give you a wee shout, like, because it looks like it sounds unreal.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
I was ADHD in the chats, just sorry to overrule you there, Dunk. Just sort of hit something there, and I years ago helped organise a Street Fighter tournament. Those things go mental. If you can promote that good enough, you will get people coming everywhere for that.
We've thought of in the past, didn't it?
Yeah.
I love Smash Bros. as well. Smash Bros. Is just immense. We've spoken with a lot of friends about doing sort of little tournaments every now and then.
Yeah. So that was part of the reason for getting the consoles out, to see what the reception would be, because both of us, when we opened the shop 2 years ago, we both said, didn't we, it'd be cool if we could do like you just said, Street Fighter tournament or a Mortal Kombat tournament.
Retro.
Yeah. We used to have a Facebook page which was very, very short-lived, Coop and Goon Retro. But that was definitely something that we'd look at in the future, is actually having a dedicated tournament day to, like you say, Street Fighter or Super Smash Brothers or Mario Kart or something like that.
Tekken was another great fighting game.
Yeah. Tekken, like I said, I count myself very lucky that I'm old enough to have lived through every generation of console gaming, and I've got most of them still. So we can go right back if we want to,
Definitely.
and play any game system. And that's definitely something we'll be looking at, isn't it?
Definitely, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have to come up for that.
But that would be like me and my mates used to do every 2 or 3 months we'd do a FIFA day, and basically just like turning up tenner, beer, Chinese, or whatever, and winner takes all. Like, and it was just like whoever was the soberest at the end won. It was just mad. It was
We
just a whole
used
day
to
of
do it
drinking.
online, didn't we? We used to play a lot of Madden.
Yeah. A league.
Because we're all big American football fans, so we had a bit of an online league, and that just turned into just us running around the pitch after drinking several beers, and the games used to really not end well, did they? No. That was like when we used to play Dungeons and Dragons online.
Yeah.
Used to be drunken dragons by the end of it.
Good
Street
time.
Fighter Mortal
It's a good time.
Kombat conversation going on in the chat. You need to watch the chat. This is why you lose viewers.
That's your job. You watch the chat.
I watched that, and I just want to say as well that this stream is sponsored by Boltstorm Wargaming. The people that climb in tortures every day, all week.
Got you free
And I'm-
t-shirts and free minis, didn't it?
Well,
Shut
no,
up.
don't say about the minis. I've not sent them
I
yet.
already told them.
All right, okay. I've given you yours.
I've got mine in it. I showed him mine.
I don't understand why he doesn't even deserve them. He's just like tripping over plastic.
Yeah, he's always putting pictures of his house up. He's got a dining room table full of minis. Now he's got a decorating table full of minis. Is that how much more room do you need, mate?
I know.
Some of us got it, some of us haven't. Like, you've got a life I haven't, that's what I'm saying.
Or maybe you've got the best life.
Maybe I've got the
Yeah.
So, if you get any like tournaments coming up soon, are you trying to think of anything for like coming up for Christmas? Like, what's the plans for the next 2 or 3 months for the shop and any tournaments going?
We've got a 40k double this weekend. Currently got 8 teams coming, so it's not massive, but we've only just started doing them. So
Yeah, we've already started doing doubles.
it's pretty new, yeah. And we've got on the second anniversary of the store, we've got a 40k tournament on, singles tournament. They normally just fill out like crazy.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants the glory, don't they, with the points?
Yeah.
Then you've got
We're doing a
Remembrance Day.
charity event on Saturday the 11th, a Bolt Action charity event where we're going to give half the takings for the day to the Poppy Appeal. That's a Bolt Action event. That's pretty much sold out. I think we've got 2 spaces left now. Because in the store, we're not a huge store, so we've got enough space for 8 tables. So if you're playing a big game, it's like 16 players. Which majority of the time we're very lucky that we fill them. Then we've got some Learn to Play days coming up. We've got Learn to Play Baron's War, which is a relatively new sort of medieval historical skirmish game. We've got Learn to Play Star Wars Armada.
I'm there. I'm in that one.
Yeah, he's in that one. Yeah,
I'm in there.
taking over.
Who's got it?
Yeah.
And then you've got AOS one.
Yeah, we've got an AOS tournament beginning of December. Then
I normally do a Christmas RTT for 40k as well, so to sort of end the year out, we just do a Christmas bash where it's just a bit daft. Not too serious.
I'm just trying to organise at the minute a big, with some of the Bolt Action players, a big sort of Bolt Action game where we push a load of tables together and we have a multiplayer sort of Axis versus Allies game.
In fact, I was going to talk to you about that actually. I was thinking about doing like an Apocalypse game for 40k.
Yeah, that'd be good as well. Yeah.
Especially now we've got a couple. Now we've got Sir Simon's Reeve attacking in store as well.
The window.
Yeah. And then it all starts again next year, really. And then we go back into the cycle where we have 40k tournaments every 2 months. With these official road trader tournaments, so players who come in and play those get the world ranking scores. And then every other game system, we play a tournament every 12 weeks, or there and thereabouts, really.
So it sounds like you're pretty flat out then for the next
Sounds like you're flat out,
4 or
man.
5 months.
We always try and keep everything busy because, in fairness, events are where the money is.
Yeah.
It gets people in store. It looks good for the photos and for our page, and it's good. It's a good laugh meeting new people as well. It's fantastic.
And that is really good. We're really lucky. We know of other local tournaments, especially with 40k, where, shall we say, it gets a bit heated at times. Yeah, very heated. But we've been really lucky. We've never experienced that. Everybody who we've had in for tournaments is all, really good sporting players. Everyone has a laugh. It's really good, and we don't, you don't mind standing in, because you can always guarantee someone will drop out. So one of us has to stand in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 10% into your
Yeah, no, granted, I always finish last. I was in the Lord of the Rings tournament on Saturday, and I finished dead last. I think I got 2 points all day, but I couldn't give myself the wooden spoon. So David, the guy who came second to last, he was helping us out on the day as well. So he was sort of a Patsy TO for Boltstorm Wargaming, so we couldn't give him the wooden spoon. So the wooden spoon ended up being given to the guy who came third from last, but he was well chuffed with it, because we do make a nice wooden spoon for folk, and we hack it up and spray it with blood and everything. Well, not real blood, obviously. We don't sacrifice. We haven't got like a corn sacrificial altar in the kitchen. We put a lamb on every tournament day. Yeah. What do you mean you got something to tell me? So yeah, but the tournament scene is really good, and we've met loads of new people, haven't we? And we're lucky that we get a lot of returners as well for our tournaments, where you see a lot of the same faces.
Nice comments and everything as well on Facebook.
You don't see them from 3 months to the next 3 months, do you? But they always come in, always chatty. So yeah, that's good, isn't it?
I mean, it's really good to keep busy and getting your foot out there and spreading that knowledge that you are about, because that can only benefit like yourselves and like other players as well, people that don't know how to play the game. Like I'm not going to shit you or anything. Like I'm pretty much new to Warhammer the last 2 or 3 years. I never thought I'd play it, but I started playing it more recently. So it's good to when you're meeting up with people, they can just explain things to you in a more simplistic version as well, especially. It is quite overwhelming when you first start to learn how to play Warhammer or any game system. It seems as though there's a lot to remember. Yeah, like after your first or second game, you do remember things.
We normally dumb it down a little bit, don't we? For like 40k, for example, if you're having a taste of less with us, we'll say, look, take a couple of squads of troops and a leader. We'll take them, and we won't even use stratagem or anything. They're out of there. We'll perhaps say, look, you can use a command reroll so you get the gist of what command point is. So it's just baby steps, and because if you start chucking things at folks, you just get put off. It's it's overwhelming.
No, Jack, I've not frozen. ADH minutes is asked about painting competitions.
Yeah, we do an online painting competition.
Actually, Jack's answered that for you, and he's not even in the Inquisition. It's a shambles.
He's the chat admin tonight because you're not doing your job. That's what it is.
What? I'm going to have to get Jack a t-shirt now, aren't I? In fact, that is something about Jack. He rolls almost as many ones as I do.
Yes.
When me and Jack don't play I don't think we actually no, we may have played each other once, but I think if we played a 2,000 point game with 40k,
Nothing would ever die.
no, the game would probably go on for about 4 weeks
You did play
because nothing would ever happen.
play in the slow grow. I've never seen so many ones.
You did a better job than Simon anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Even
Oh,
he's
God.
saying that he's had a game that went on for 3 hours. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, painting competitions, we do them every month. They're free to enter. You get if you get voted for, it's on the Facebook page mostly. But I suppose we could start putting it on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll put it on Insta.
You get £20 for winning if you get voted for. It's always themed, so I think this month's theme was something.
It was Joe's.
Yeah,
Joe's is in the shop at the minute. It was
like spooky.
it was Witch Hunters.
Witch Hunters.
Witch Hunters. This month's theme is.
All the beasts that they hunt, essentially.
Yeah. So you're talking like Inquisition war bands, Witch Hunters, fantasy Witch Hunters, like, or something as simple as like if you wanted to do like a medieval bowman, or poacher or something like that, something as simple as that. So each month is given a theme, but it's quite
You
wide.
have to start it from scratch as well.
Yeah.
It's not something that you've got in your collection. It's more of we did it over COVID, so like people wouldn't lose motivation in the hobby. They'd just keep going through the motions and stuff and keep out of their own head essentially. But we just thought, carry it on, give a little bit of a prize for it, so you can, like I say, you get the £20 voucher, you get your model displayed in store if you wish, and also you get to pick next month's theme as well.
That's pretty cool, man. That seems pretty seems pretty savvy. Like it's pretty cool.
And we thought about doing the golden bolt, as it were.
Yeah, that's something really good because obviously you've got the Golden Demon. So we're thinking about doing, probably next year now, doing a Golden Bolt, which will be our version of the Golden Demon. So we'll give people sort of 4 or 5 months' notice. And then if you want to enter a model, have it in store, and we'll have them on display because you've got a display cabinet at the front in the shop. And we'll have them on display for, 4 weeks, something like that, and then we'll get public to vote for it. We'll advertise them on Instagram, and advertise them on his Instagram because he's got 14 billion followers now, something like that. I lose count because they go
Still
up.
make you pay for tables, though.
But we always have a few questions. I know you've watched before, so we always have a few questions near the end, just to kind of tie it up a wee bit. So, like, the first question that we always ask is Pilgrim on?
It's a valid question.
I like Fulgrim. Do you know that's my favourite Black Library book? That says a lot about me, obviously.
I don't like Fulgrim. Don't get me on the Emperor's Children.
No,
Get me on the Emperor's Children, quick. Bit cornflake. Get me on the Emperor's. Get me on the Slanesh. Do it.
Sexy.
Can't stand
Like, I know this is about you, but like, are you excited that we're going to have Graham McNeil on Sunday? Like, I think we have to mention that because
we should.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think it's brilliant.
Massive.
Obviously, we've both sort of been aware of your stream and everything because of him up there.
Unless he's dead Sky Black Sun at the minute.
Yeah,
that's
and obviously he's a legend of the Black Library world. So I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant how your stream has grown so quickly. I know a lot of that's down to Casey doing all the hard work.
Yeah.
Nailing everything.
He's done some, that's why he's late. That's why he's always late.
Flat out all the time. It's just, such hard work being me.
But yeah, obviously Dunk puts the hours in, sending out all the messages and everything, and I think it's great, and especially with some of the other guests you've got coming on, like really big names in the hobby, and I think it's fantastic. It's really good. It really is good.
Jack says it's down to him in the chat.
Oh, it is. Like Jack is our secret weapon. Like if whatever Casey doesn't do, Jack does, and
That's
whatever
it.
Jack doesn't
Everything,
do isn't worth doing. To be honest, like that's just the way we roll. It's the way we roll. Like it's just a bit. It's like let's call a spade a spade.
Jack's on time. That's always a good start. Yeah.
I think Graham said Denty Dunk that he'll only come on if Casey appears in his kitchen. Is that not the question?
That was one of the stipulations, and the other stipulation was that you had to mention how many hours you worked the entire year when we got into the bill. And I was like,
I didn't calculate a broke with all the numbers yet.
Listen, Graham. Do you know how many hours I'm going to be?
As he sat in his mansion in LA. I don't care.
The other question we have is do you like the Beatles? And if you hate the Beatles, what are the worst songs or your most hated Beatles songs?
I don't like the Beatles.
He don't like the Beatles. He's proper rock music. Is goon. Me, I'm not a massive fan. I'm not going to lie. I like some. No, I don't really like any Beatles songs. But I'll be honest, I can't even name any Beatles. Help? Is that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I need some help.
And my last question, right, of the two that we asked is female Space Marines. Are you pro female Space Marine or anti female Space Marine?
Indifferent.
That's not an answer, is it?
That's
Is it?
I'll accept it.
you've got male Space Marines. You've got Sisters of Battle.
Yeah, that's right. You've got Sisters of Battle on. They are female Space Marines, aren't they?
We want Vicars of Battle.
What?
We had that conversation in chat.
Yeah, but that's weird.
Sisters of Battle. And we said they could be Vicars.
Yeah, word bearers. Oh no, what the ones in black armour?
Black Templars.
Black Templars, yeah, Jack will type that in a minute. I'm painting them.
I played Black Templar. I like Space Marines.
I think Jack's still trying to figure out how to spell the word apprentice, to be honest with you.
I think he is. Let's go dictionary out.
Actually, he's when I'm Apre Rice Inquisitor. I think the only word he spelled there right was Inquisitor, which is quite funny.
Which is the hardest word to spell.
Yeah.
This is why it's an apprentice Inquisitor.
Oh, there you go. You can spell heretic as well.
Well, lad, it's 8:30, right? I would love to chat for you a wee bit longer, but I've got shit to do, and like the dogs need out. I need to.
Disco.
Yeah,
He's got to change. He's had Ghost Town by the Specials on all night, like that episode of Father Ted. He's got to go change the track.
Listen, my fish loves the tank, and also, my fire's also giving off some vibes as well. Like, come on, I need to go.
Your stream's called an epilepsy warning.
That fire looked like it was in like Hogwarts, blooming.
One of the
That fire has had so much rubbish in it today. It's had plastic, it's had a few sprues chucked in. Honestly, everything that's thrown in the fire, because everything burns eventually.
Is there actually any air in your house to breathe, or is it just poisonous fog?
Well, inside out is fine. There's like hundreds of dead birds outside my garden right now.
Plastic funeral.
Listen, this is how we roll in Donegal. We don't have fancy fucking gas. We just burn shit.
It's fair enough. Yeah. Anywhere west of Ireland, that's all you do.
I had a snake that died. I chucked a snake in the fire because it was dead. Gave it a Viking burial. I mean, everything just chucked in the fire. Everything burns the same as everybody starts bleeding eventually.
Brilliant.
Yeah, lads, it's been absolute pleasure
Thank
having you on the stream, and we're so appreciative of the sponsorship.
Yeah.
We're just not
Thank you very
really
much.
appreciative of of Simon still being with us, but that's a different story. Do you want to give a shout out to where people can find you if they don't know where you are already?
We've got a Facebook page. We've got 2 Facebook pages, but the main one where a lot of the stuff goes on
The community
is
page.
Boltstorm Wargaming Community. And then we're on Instagram as Boltstorm Wargaming. They're really the only 2 sort of social media outlets we use because, again, we're a bit time shy to keep on uploading all the time. Unlike other people who've got all the time in the world, even though he works 700 hours a week, but he, you know. But everyone's welcome to pop along to the Facebook page, definitely, yeah.
And we're on Google, on Google search, on maps as well. So,
Brilliant.
If anyone is local and does want to pop in, we're on Google Business Directory, so you can find us on Google Maps and all that sort of stuff.
Perfect. Any last words from you, Tweedledee?
No, nothing from me. I've got to go decorate a room now. So, yay, great fun.
Well, lads, good luck for Sunday, by the way.
Yeah.
We will
Thank
be
you very much.
watching.
I'm
looking forward to it.
Tune in as well.
Same as ourselves, man. And again, thanks for coming on. And as Boltstorm mentioned just there, folks, special guest this Sunday with Graham McNeil, Black Library legend and fellow Scott. So we'll see you all at 7:30 on Sunday. Have a great rest of your evening.
Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you very much.
See you in a bit.